of the dragon lineage.
Yo, back for more Ninja Gaiden 6. So last time I actually did like do this part, but I had a migraine and felt like shit and just kind of stopped. So right now we have to fight the boss of chapter 2. Technically there's two bosses of chapter 2 in Sigma. Oops, I forgot. You guys can't see this, but it's annoying me. So okay, there's two bosses in chapter 2. First is Masakado here. Second is going to be the Doku fight, but I didn't want to waste. But we really don't have to like fight Doku. You just kind of die to him. So Neo 3 actually basically recreated this fight, flaming samurai on a horse. Okay, we'll see what he drops. Yellow. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. I could have used an info there or charged the UT. You don't have to fight the mages if you really don't want to. Well, that sucks. I was hoping I could use my Nympho and then absorb the red. But I guess the game had different plans. Ryu didn't feel like it. He's like, you are not choosing this fight with Nympho. Seriously, I'm playing like absolute shit. They said I think there's 12. And now we can just fight Doku, or what's his name here? Like a regular samurai. You can just kind of forward Y loop him basically. Gene Sealer, forward Y. Again, pretty sloppy and pretty rusty with this game, but we got it done first try. So it works out. Got another light for the gods. And now we're out of smoke bombs. So yeah, I think there's 12 mages there. Again, you don't have to take them out. I'm playing pretty like passively because I'm just not like super confident. Again, hopefully after like a few hours into the game, I'll start getting the feel for it a little better since it's been a couple of months. But basically just take out the ninjas and the mages, I should say. Then after that, it's just a simple Doku fight. He just has the moveset of a regular one of these samurais, so there's really not why Ryu. That's like my biggest frustration with this game is trying to go for Fiend Sealers, but he doesn't do his Fiend Sealer and just decides to do Haze Straight Slash on some random enemy. Pretty fucking annoying. Happens way too often. Alright. So we can pick up, I believe, a Great Spirit Elixir here. And we do get some heals, so I was gonna say if I have to take damage I might reset. But, I mean, I'll just use a fucking elixir. It's not a big deal. You get plenty of heals in Chapter 3 in Sigma. In NGB, it's a little different. So, we're gonna run back here. Okay, not sure where he was jumping there. I think that's all of them. There might be one more mage. There is, but I don't know where he's at. Whatever. So if we come over here, I think it's another Life of the Thousand Gods. Yes, Life of the Gods, I should say, not Thousand Gods. And yeah, that basically concludes Chapter 2. I should have done a practice run before I recorded this, but I want to play all 3 games, and I really don't feel like doing practice runs on all of them and then replaying the game again on recording. So not sure who waifu is here. Some shrine maiden, similar to Momiji. Maybe she's the younger Momiji, I guess, but there's really... I doubt it, because I think she actually dies right there, so I guess she can't be. So if you buy the game on a new platform, like let's say you buy the game on Switch or something, or you buy it on PC for the first time, and you don't want to have to do hard and then very hard to get the Master Ninja, if you beat Doku, you actually unlock the next difficulty. So if you do it on hard, you can unlock very hard. If you do it on master, or on very hard, you unlock master. And basically, you have to be like the perfect distance. And then when he does this little thing, you can charge ETs. And go from there. I've only done it once. It's like super tedious. Yeah, whatever. So that there is basically the little pendant that turns the dragon sword into the true dragon sword, I believe. And obviously Doku is basically, you know, he has the dark dragon blade in his hands, and the true dragon sword is the weapon that can actually, like, stand up to the dark dragon blade. So he's, you know, obviously trying to prevent Ryu or any of the Hayabusa dragon lineage from using it. And the talk, I never really like understood this cutscene, so that's obviously, I think that's supposed to be Ryu's dead body sitting there on the ground. And then this falcon here, like, brings you back to life, or did Ryu turn into the falcon? It's kind of vague. Definitely not getting Master Ninja with 23 minutes. And I believe you have to kill all the ninjas as well, or all the mages in the Masakado fight in order to get Master Ninja rank. Also not sure how this happens, but after Ryu reincarnates or revives from the dead, he ends up on hanging out with what's his name again?
Have uncovered the reason.
Mirai.
The samurai who burned the village was Doku, lord of the greater fiends of the Vigor Empire. It appears as though the Vigor Emperor seeks the power of the dark dragon blade.
And this is when Ryu takes off his training gear and puts on the tight leather gimp suit.
Doku.
So Ryu officially finished his training arc in 2 chapters. And now we learned that Doku is basically working for the Vigor Emperor. and is trying to utilize the Dark Dragon Blade's power. And also, again, it's like not really explained how we end up on this airship. Ryu has stowed aboard an airship. I guess we just kind of like broke aboard.
The Holy Vigor Empire, a strange dictatorship veiled in secrecy. Its exclusionist foreign policy makes for very few ways to enter the country.
Obviously mimicking
One
like
of the only remaining
Japan,
garrisons
Edo
by
Japan.
airship to the capital city of Tehran.
In the fact that it's, you know, isolationist and not allowing any like foreigners from coming to the empire. And that secrecy is obviously due to the shady shit the Emperor's trying to pull. Why are these dudes green? Like, these dudes have green skin. So this boss of this, I really don't like it at all. You can cheese it pretty easily on Sigma. I don't know if I'll put the Dark Dragon Helm and super cheese him, but either way the dual swords make pretty quick work of him. Ninja Gaiden Black, he's still not hard really, but he basically used the nunchucks, and I think it's like X, Y, Y or something like that that works the best on him. And then light up a Nimpo at some point. I'm not going to really worry about Nimpo bonuses. I don't really care about score. This is also a Sigma exclusive, getting the Elixir of the Devil's Way. And yeah, we have some goodies we can pick up. Like I said, there's a lot of healing items. I'm probably going to try to keep most of them for when I do the ambush, the Fiend Challenge, because I'll probably end up using some heals there. Probably one of my favorite ambushes, just because it's all human enemies, and human enemies are always the most fun to fight. So in this fight, ideally, you take out the white ninja quickly, and then do a, and get a UT on this guy. No, what are you doing, Ryu? Which I totally fucked up, but we can still get an ET, which is fine. And did not get the time bonus, but that's okay. Very similar for this fight. We want to take out the white and then try to get an ET or not. Like I said, I'm not very practiced. Try to get a UT on this guy. So we always want to be UTing our, seriously? Jesus Christ, why couldn't I break his guard there? Fucking pathetic. Now we should get another fight right here. We can maybe get an ET on the first one. And then we'll see if this guard break works, which it, of course it didn't absorb the essence. Now you can farm blues sometimes off of the armored black soldiers here. I don't want to, I want to absorb this essence since it's from one of the higher tiered enemies that drops more. And I also want to farm a blue off him, so I'm not going to use an EP. And yep, we got our blue. So if you're ever low on health, it's super easy to use them for blue essence. Just kill one of them without an EP or UT, and you can get a blue essence out of them and basically get all your health back. Especially if you're using the what's it called, the dragon's armlet or whatever. Good job, Ryu. But ideally that's what we do. We finish every fight with the UT, and we try to kill as many of the black soldiers or black commandos as possible with the UT as well. So we can buy some more goodies as well. Oops, I went to the save statue instead. That's okay. Should save anyways. Muramasa is over here. So what we want to buy or upgrade is the dragon sword, get it to level 2. I'm gonna hold off on upgrading the wooden sword until later, until we get more money, basically. Basically, whenever I start to get too high in money, I will put money into the wooden sword to get the UF. We also want to buy, I think our first scarab reward is smoke bombs, but I would like a couple for a couple of these fights, so I'm gonna buy like 3 of them. And then we also obviously want to buy a Zuna drop, counter attack, and guillotine throws. It kind of sucks that we have to waste essence on them, but it's only 3,000, so it's really not a big deal. Obviously in NGB, money is a little tighter early game because you don't get the ambush here, but the ambush should give us like, I don't know, something like 30,000. I don't know, I just have such a habit of saving, so I'm sorry if that's boring. It's just such a habit of mine. Because if I make a mistake, I don't want to have to replay too much. Alright. So, smoke bombs are nice in here. I'm not going to use them for this fight. And we can use the Zuna drop, kill the other white, and then that should allow us to get a UT off him. And then I'm gonna try to farm a blue off this last guy. Since I got hit. And we got it. See, so if you like managing essence and learning how to like control essence is super important. I forgot that scarab's right here, so I really didn't need to waste the money on the smoke bombs, but that's okay, I'll use them. And then we'll get a fill, smoke bomb fill before we fight the final boss, I guess. Or maybe even before the Fiend Challenge. And again, I'm sorry, I don't even think about it, I just save after shit. Such a habit that I carried over from my first few Master Ninja runs when, you know, I was obviously like nervous and, you know, still learning the game. I would save after like everything just so I wouldn't have to redo things, and that habit is just carried over super hard. If I would ever learn to speedrun, I'd probably get rid of that habit. So we got our first scarab, and a lore note. A report from a junior officer lies on the cabin's desk. This is regarding the incident on February 22nd, in which all of the locks were deactivated. The source of the problem was found to be a malfunction of the primary power supply unit in the aft cabin. Voltage irregularities caused by the aging of the unit caused the fail-safes to kick in, activating the emergency power. In this type of situation, all locks aboard are deactivated as a safety measure. I recommend we upgrade our electrical system as soon as possible. So basically, we, that's like a hint on like what we're supposed to do. However, it doesn't really like tell you anything. It's kind of funny. Because we basically just like destroy the fucking thing, the power unit, with like sword, just like attacking it. And this deck is made of a series, blah blah blah. So this is like, okay, not this one, bitch. This is just navigation panels. Okay, so this is a really cool fight here. Again, we will try to get as many UTs on the black ones as possible, and then we will farm them for blues if we need to. The whites are a lot less likely to drop blues. So the first thing we want to do is take out this dude. And that might have killed all 3. We're going to absorb 1 essence. And we're going to come over here and get a UT. Maybe kill both of them, which we did. How are you supposed to hit this time bonus? I guess we might, if there's no others. Nope, we didn't. That's insane. There's more, too. I love how they just run into your UTs. So smart. So I'm holding block. I don't want to absorb this essence since I haven't got hit yet. I'm going to try to get a UT on this first guy. Or this guy over here. Then we'll get a UT on him. That was a little bit smoother, a little bit better. Starting to get the feel of the game back. the ship's controls, I've never like bothered with. I just typically like sprint through, so I want to actually take the time to like read everything in this playthrough. Now we get like the best and worst weapon in the game simultaneously. The base moveset of this weapon, I just like don't enjoy like at all. You know, we'll take a look at some of the combos. Like there's your XXX combo, which the Dragon Sword's XXX combo is just objectively better. There's XY, which is basically the same thing as the Dragon Sword. Forward Y and hold forward Y are basically the same thing. But XXY, I don't like as much. The YY string is very strong. And I believe XY, yeah, that's what XYY does. Which is, you know, decent, but is it XX, XYY? Yeah, that one. So XXX, that's pretty strong, but it's a very long string to get off, so it's kind of tough to actually pull it off. I don't think we have it. Yeah, we do have it. The rotate Y is busted. You get iframes the whole time you're doing it. You can't shirk and cancel it, but you can basically chain it. And it just melts bosses like Doku who are coming up against, as well as like I'll probably use it against the what do you call them? What the fuck are their names? Hydrocubus. I'll probably use them against Hydrocubus as well. But for now, it's just going to be the Dragon Sword. The only weapons I really am going to use are going to be the Dragon Sword and the Lunar. I will use the Flails situationally and the Debilero situationally. And then the UF will basically be used for a couple of Fiend challenges, as well as for the dragon, I can't remember his name, Schmorgan or whatever the fuck, the dragon fight. I really don't like that fight. I think it's dog shit. And in Sigma, you can literally, with the Azure Dragon Helm, you can one-shot him. Even in Ninja Gaiden Black, you can almost one-shot him with the UF, so that's what we're gonna do for him. So I skipped that fight. I just wanted to save. I know it was like a roundabout way to get back here, but we're gonna come here and get shit on. Because I can't see anything, okay? What I wanted to do. And then we're gonna try to get a UT here, but I'm gonna come over here so I don't accidentally absorb that essence. And we got our UT. Didn't get the time bonus, but we got some good money out. And I could be using the Holy Gauntlet, I guess. Like, there's really no reason not to, but I'd rather just use the Dragon. I will use the Holy Gauntlet for the ambush. Like, basically every Fiend challenge, I throw this on. The Falcon Gauntlet, I use, like, basically only for the Emperor, the first Emperor. And then the rest of them, I probably won't use. Power, I might throw on for the, like, the tank and the helicopter. Intelligence I've never used, but it would be a pretty cool like run to use to increase your health and increase ki. Armlet of Speed, you know, boost Flying Swallow. There's not really a lot of times where you're just spamming Flying Swallow. These are really good. You can combine the White Tiger Helm with the Sun, the Armlet of the Sun, and you basically get a free damage decrease. It's a free defense decrease, since the Armlet of the Sun almost cancels out the White Dragon Helm, and similarly you can use the Azure Dragon Helmet with Armlet of the Moon. However, the decrease is more than the increase you get in these situations. So if you're using Azure Dragon with Moon, you'll be dealing a lot more damage, but you'll be taking slightly more damage. That's just too strong in my opinion. But the White Tiger, where your defense is greatly increased, but you're dealing like a bit less damage, that's like, you know, even with Armlet of the Sun, you're still dealing less damage, obviously. So that's not like that big of a deal to me. Sometimes the defense can come in handy. But how long has it been? 25 minutes? I'll probably call it, and then we'll do the next little section. Well, no, I'll do this section because I want to do the Fiend challenge on its own video. So there's a chance I fuck this up and like fall to my death or something stupid. I really don't like this section. What we want to do here, I'll probably throw my smoke bombs on... No, I'll save those. We want to break this box, hold block, and roll over to this. So we can start off with an ET. Now we should be able to get a good UT chain going. We want to try to not break as many boxes as we can, like, not break. I don't want to break the box because we want these boxes for UT later. Since that went smoothly, I know I'm a bitch, but I'm gonna say it because there's a fair chance I fall to my death here. I always seem to fall to my death at least once, so I don't want to redo that fight. Also, we could take advantage, might as well, some equipment here. This will increase our bow damage, which will just make this section slightly easier. Oh, it's not an armlet, it's an anklet. Okay, so this part kind of sucks. We want to come back here, pull out the bow. No, I don't know how to get out of here. Can I, like, dodge roll, or do I have to waste an arrow? That's pretty gay. Okay, so we gotta aggro them, and then we gotta come back here. Nope. Oh my gosh. Super exciting. So we got a blue here. So what I'm gonna try to do is pull the blue. Yeah, I fucked up. If you hold it just to the point before the ET, you can actually pull the essence toward you. Like, Jay does it all the time. He obviously has the timing, like, down pat. I don't. So like this, you can pull it toward you, but I suck at doing it. Okay, so now I do want the smoke bomb equipped, and there's a fair chance I'll jump to my death anyways. So, how you do this, drop a smoke bomb as you're coming around the ledge, and then hope to God you don't jump off. And hopefully we get a blue, which we did, so I'm gonna throw on my stupid fucking dragon armlet. And I'm gonna hope I don't jump off the edge trying to absorb the blue. Oh. Y, Ryu. Forward Y. Attaboy. And then we're gonna jump in here. I don't know if it gives us a hint that this... I don't know if it gives us a hint that this is what we want to be breaking, but this is the control center that little note gave us a hint about. The announcement can be heard. There's been a malfunction in the electric system, so now the doors are unlocking. That makes no sense that the doors unlock as a precaution, but hey, who am I to judge? We'll go out the door. So now there's another fight here. So this is where the keeping those boxes alive can come in handy. This is just full of bats, so unless you want to kill some bats. So we're gonna come over here as far as we can. And then we're gonna shoot that box. Okay, and we got an essence, and we're gonna run over here, and we could shoot another one, but we're gonna break. Oh, or not. Don't fall off, Ryu. Give me a blue. Attaboy. So yeah, if you drop a smoke bomb, you can run ET the guy that's shooting the grenade, and then run back over and UT the blue or the black guy, the black dressed commando. But yeah, I fucked it up, but that's okay. Okay, so now we can go do the Fiend Challenge, and I'll probably start a new video for that. Might as well refill our arrows. And I believe we can get a heal before we do that. I believe we skipped a couple of heals in here. I think NGB there's a fight here, but not in Sigma. So I think in Sigma, each one of these rooms has an elixir. Attaboy, Ryu. In NGB, none of them have elixirs. So Sigma is a bit more lenient with heals. However, you take a lot more damage in Sigma than you do in NGB, so I guess it kind of makes sense. And I just kind of want to see... this is probably an elixir as well. I won't open it. And then... I think there's another elixir in here too. No, this is the elixir's on the other side. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here, and then we'll do the Fiend Challenge next. So check you later. Peace.